All right.
Chapter 16. The Future of Three Lives. The wedding ceremony went off without a hitch, to every creature's delight, and soon it would be time for the newlyweds to go on their honeymoon. There were a few who cried tears of happiness for the newlyweds. As for Artheria, well, she had completely forgotten about all of her worries during the whole event. She felt a bright future was on the way for her and her family after the step she had taken in marrying Prince Leohart. This was a day that would change everything, because Artheria had just realized she was becoming a royal, and she was about to get a bigger family, both at the same time. They just were getting into their honeymoon chariot when Prince Leohart said, after Teleus decided to stay in the Counterlot Royal Palace until Artheria and his return.
Now there's the face I missed.
What face? Asked Artheria with raised eyebrows, as she was still keeping the smile on her face as she closed their chariot's door for the trip to their honeymoon.
That's face. That smile fits the bill,
said Prince Leohart, who managed to get a giggle out of Artheria.
I'm glad you chose to go as your true self for this. It really shows you're ready to take the next step.
Yeah, the next step, said Artheria, as she looked out the window of the chariot. As the Pegasus ponies pulled it, were about to take off from the runway, when she spotted Katrina on the rooftops watching them. Katrina, what if you were right? What if this was a hallowed victory? Or what if my immorality will be my greatest curse? Arthur saw they took off and decided to relax for just her and Princess Leohart's honeymoon. She was quite tired from the whole event, so she started to drift off to sleep, leaning on her lover's left shoulder, which she got him curious, but he decided to just wrap a hoof around her to comfort her during the ride. It's only a couple of months of a honeymoon. I'm sure nothing too crazy could happen in that amount of time. Princess Celestia watched her mentor's wedding chariot leave before turning to notice Katrina disappearing from Counterlot like a thief in the night through the rooftops, with Amula jumping after her as the High Monarch sought. A few months without Artheria, I'm sure Equestria can handle that. I had to suffer a couple of centuries without her, so this should be a piece of cake. I wonder if there is any wedding cake left over.